But that's the whole tragic point, my friends. What would I do if I could suddenly feel and to know once again that what I feel is real? I could cry, I could smile, I might lay back for a while. Tell me what would I do if I could feel?
Victims of the world, connected to the biggest crime, steady saying it don't matter, but we out here steady dying, victimized by the world. Stop bearing it, they want you to forget about your hijacked heritage. Victims of the world, connected to the biggest crime, steady saying it don't matter, but we out here steady dying, victimized by the world. Stop bearing it, they want you to forget about your hijacked heritage. Victims of the world, tragically, savagely dealt, bird bodies, heathen nations, stricken with our ancestors' wealth. Flesh of my flesh, through my blood, that pain could be felt. Could you ever realize the effects of multiple yokes on necks? When I read Deuteronomy, I lamentate like Jeremiah. Sold to the next man, kids auctioned off, no strength in hand. Heathens laying with king's wife, but in their hands they had no might. Like a dog with no teeth, they had no bite. Chose darkness, they had no light. But our rock, which is Christ, he gave us life and brought us back into this fight. Now with our sword I'm dealing out fire. For my people I lay hands like Nehemiah. Second birth like Kanye, passed through the wire. Now fine gold baptized with that fire, getting ready for the opposite fire. I may have had doubts, but I never denied you. Yo, I may have had doubts, I never denied you. Victims of the world, connected to the biggest crime, steady saying it don't matter, but we out here steady dying, victimized by the world. Stop bearing it, they want you to forget about your hijacked heritage. Victims of the world, connected to the biggest crime, steady saying it don't matter, but we out here steady dying, victimized by the world. Stop bearing it, they want you to forget about your hijacked heritage.
Victimized by the enemy's eternal lies. They wanna see us desecrated, living hypnotized, so they can reap the benefits of ignorant innocence and take the thrones from the kings on some reversal-ish. Yeah, but now we back on some personal-ish, living out the righteous acts on some rehearsal-ish. If you give a man a fish, they need for a day, but ain't no limit to the feast when we learn to fish. Time steady pass through the hourglass. Will they get the best of us or will we outlast? We was called to be the head, but now we outlast. Gotta endure to the end so we can outlast. Yeah.
What would I do when I can feel this pain? Walking through this dark valley, I can feel the rain. Why these tears running down my mama's eyes? Lord, forgive me, I don't wanna see my mama crying. Praying to her higher for some better days. You don't really know what your future really waits. I say childhood dream was a wild dream. Vision through life just to see better things. Me make it to the big league, it wasn't meant to be a higher head. Bigger plans for me, real life story, money as a teen. Breeze as a nigga born as a king. I'm still trying to dodge the fire, grew up around liar. Chose this path cause it looked much brighter. Israel bring a new meaning in a bigger empire. There's no limit to the sky. If I make it to the gates, I just thank it for the ride.
Victims of the world, connected to the biggest crime, steady saying it don't matter, but we out here steady dying, victimized by the world. Stop bearing it, they want you to forget about your hijacked heritage. Victims of the world, connected to the biggest crime, steady saying it don't matter, but we out here steady dying, victimized by the world. Stop bearing it, they want you to forget about your hijacked heritage.
What must I do? Where must I go? My heritage departed from me at the hands of Jack. We didn't know, but now we know. My people caught up in a paganism overdose, not focused on the greater things, the things that were stolen home. And Joe can never be one of the daughters, must be joking. Don't fit the script when that book is open, it's cause they bogus. Amazing how we back on the scene, it's like hocus pocus. Despite how the heathen consume our land like a gang of locusts. Adjust your focus, cause Jewish wit it wasn't. Restore us like that second time Moses poured from his bosom, we black. Gotta separate the fake from the fact. 13 and 1 from the book of the Acts. It's hard to relax with the devil at our backs, trying to make us garners by the hand of the heathen because of a promise. Dominion's ours, 1942. The restoration they claiming is fraud, cause when the seed of Jacob returns, there'll be no more wars. In the land got Jacob dispersed through the four corners of the earth. Now heathens on our turf, we was kings bought low onto the dirt. Connected to the biggest crimes for anyone who's searching. Look,
what would I do if I could reach inside of me and to know how it feels to say, I like what I see.